various parameters, determining the parameters for a given network, and converting one set of parameters to other. All these three things you are comfortable with. Now we shall proceed further. What will happen if we any two-port network is completely described by the four parameters in either form. So if we combine the two networks having different sets of parameters, either in parallel or in cascade, what will be the effect? So we first consider for parallel, because there is one simple version available for us. When we combine these two networks in parallel, suppose if the first network and the second network, it is having Z parameters. Now while defining parameters, we define as ZA1 like this or dash, whatever form suits you, and ZB11 and so on. So the sets are ZA and ZB. So if the sets are ZA and ZB for these two networks individually, what will happen if these are made parallel? Making them parallel means connecting this line to this line, this line to this line, and in the same manner on this side. So one dash, and we combine one dash and 2 dash. Right? So how will you proceed further? So we write the equations. The equation we can write now as V1 equal to now Z11. We write A in this, I think it is better. So this is the equation. Then, so this is the general equation for a given network where V1, I1, V2, I2 are the voltage and currents. V1, I1, V2, I2 are the voltages and currents at the two ports. Actually, V1, one thing which I would have to mention very clear is that V1 is the voltage across 1 dash, V2 is the voltage across 2 dash. The two-port network doesn't generate these voltages, right? You want to come in? The network doesn't generate these voltages. It is the relationship between voltage and currents, right? So that is not any fixed value. That is not any fixed value. V1, the two-port network, there will be voltages and currents at both ports, and they may have any values which would be related by the two equations. The two-port network parameters, which is the property of the complete circuit as a whole, just describe expression of two variables in terms of other two variables. Z parameters, Y parameters, H parameters or ABCD parameters, all these parameters describe us a relationship by which two variables are expressed as linear combination of other two variables. These do not at all describe what the values would be. The two-port network doesn't generate any voltage at either of the ports, or it makes some current to flow. If we connect some external sources, then whatever the voltage and currents will be generated, this two-port network simply describes the interrelationship between these parameters or these voltages and currents. So, to say that before connection, this was the relationship, right? For the first, now for the second again it is like this: Z11 Vi1 plus Z12 V U. I know that some questions will be raised. I am deliberately keeping some scope for the questions to be raised. And V2 is equal to Z21 where this is V1. Now what is this? It is a completely different circuit. It is this, means when I say V1 here, I mean this V1. When I say V1 here, I mean this V1. Right? So now, how will you resolve the issue of combining these things? After combination, if I look this as a combined network, when I look this as a combined network, so I can look between these 2 points, these are the 2 points, I can look that either a combined network is there or I can look two such networks. Means 1 1 dash 2 2 dash, I see two networks like this. First, second, made parallel on this side, or effectively I can look these two as one. So I know individual parameters for both the networks. So what would be the combined parameters for these two networks? This we found out. I want you should develop some way with which we will proceed further. How will you proceed further? How to proceed further? Means I think the entire description is provided for the problem. There is no information which is not specified. There are two networks. For each I know the parameters. I can make parallel. I have made two things parallel. And again there will be voltage current on both sides. Their interrelationship I want. And then what? So anyway, so now look towards it very carefully. I consider this is the this is for the second network. So this repeating, it is just like global and local variables. If there are multiple local variables which do not have a global definition, you can use the same term many times. But when you want to combine them, you should take a very appropriate care. It's just like the issue of local and global variables. Now, I consider V1 is the voltage here, V2 is the voltage here. And now, I look this network separately. And this network separately. As it is a parallel combination, same would be available here, same would be available here, right? And V2 would be here, V2 would be here. Is it clear? It all right now? Now this current I am interested in. I am interested in this current for this network. So this I define, I am just deliberately defining it in a very systematic way, which, or not in a systematic way, in a way which should clear your understanding. So I define this as I1A and this as I2A. Sorry, I1B. This as I2A and this as I2B. Then naturally what would be I1? I1A plus I1B, and I2 would be I2A plus I2B. Individual parameters will give me the relationship between V1, V2, I1A, I2A. This will give me between V1, V2, I1B, I2B. And I want relationship between V1, V1, V2, I1, I2. So this I can write as I1A, I2A, there is no need to write A and B here because these are same. These are same. Is it correct? Is it alright? So now what I want the relationship in which form? I want now the relationship in which form? V1, V2, I1, I2. So I know that. So ultimately I want this V1, V2, something I1, is it right? And what I have, I know that I1A plus I1B is equal to I2, and I2A plus I2B is equal to I2. And how can I proceed further? So these two equations and these four equations, from this I should get these four values. So even though we find it is not difficult, it is not too easy also. So you look at this equation and this equation. Now, when you think of adding, you think of equating the multipliers of I1A and I1B same and I2A and I2B same. How can you do that? If you multiply the first equation, by Z11B, Z12B and second equation by Z11A and Z12A, what will happen? You get something? No. So here you should get Z11A, to that if you multiply Z11B, and here if you only take this, what is going to happen? So for I1 the term will match. So Z11B, Z11A, I1A, Z11A, Z11B, I1B, that will match. But for this it will be different. So to match this you will multiply by Z12B also. When you multiply by Z12B here, then the index there gets disturbed. Okay, so this is too much classical. The problem which has arisen now is because we are taking the Z parameters, or there are 4 Z parameters, those A and B, then currents A and B. Because of that, some problem might have occurred. So let us simply, even though it is not the appropriate way, for this everybody must be able to derive the derivation, but still for simplicity we take the parameters directly as 2, 3, 3 and 1 and 2, 1. We should take 1. These are the parameters for first, the parameters for second. So at least from values can be proceeded, at least we should find. So V1 is equal to 2I1A plus 3I1 for I2. V2 is equal to first one, and the second one again V1 is equal to four equations and these two equations. So try whether you can simplify further. So rearrange the equation such that you get I1A plus I1B and with same multiple something into I1A plus I1B. Same thing is for other variables also. I2 and I2. So this matrix is called as ZA matrix, this is called as ZB matrix. Right? So with this now, in matrix form, everybody must be able to immediately understand. So if we pre-multiply both things by Z inverse, ZA inverse and ZB inverse there. So what we will get? So what we will get here? I1A and I1B is equal to ZA inverse
फ्रंट कॅमेरा नंतर चालते आडवा नसता उभा टाईप चालते फ्रंट कॅमेरा
then what you can do? Then you can add these. So if addition, then I1A plus I1B will come, I2A plus I2B will come. But again a problem will occur. What is that? What problem will occur? Or it will be same. ZA inverse plus ZB inverse. Will problem occur or it will be same? IA1 plus I1A plus I1B, I2A plus I2B. This would be, I think problem will not occur. This would be this term into V1 plus this term into V1 is this ZA inverse plus ZB inverse into V1 V2. Right? Then again pre-multiplying by ZA inverse plus ZB inverse and its inverse into this is I1, this is I2, and that would be V1. So it is ZA inverse plus ZB inverse inverse. What is ZA inverse? Is it Y parameter? Right? So find out Y parameters.
Sir, if those V1 and V2 were same in the both case?
Yeah, so it doesn't make difference. Those who joined late, numbers, I will call 4, 6, 13, 14, 16, 30, 31, 40, 58, 62, 64, 75, 76, 77. Is okay then? Then further, what if we cascade it? Further, what if we cascade? When we cascade, what happens? V2 of first becomes V1 of next. When we I will give you a hint and you it is an assignment. When we cascade, so we can have full equations. Right now we can also have complete equations as V1A is equal to I1A, I2A. V1B also same. Sorry, V1A, V2A. Same for B we can have. And then when we cascade, what happens? V2 of first becomes V1 of next. And I2 of first becomes minus I1 of next. Using this as a hint, I think that everybody must be able to derive. V2 of first becomes V1 of next. So those are same. That you can replace. And I2 of first becomes minus I1 of next. So I2A is equal to minus I1B and V2A is equal to V1B. Right? And then you can completely derive. So for case. So homework is 4 into 2. That is Z, Y, H and ABCD. Cascade and parallel. So 8 tasks are there. 8. Right? So what will be the fate of Z parameters in parallel? Z parameter is in cascade. Y parameter is in parallel, Y in cascade. H in parallel, H in cascade. ABCD in parallel, ABCD in cascade. Is it right? Okay, recording off.